Let's talk about the best and worst perfumes of the month. Hi there, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, then my name is Diana and I am your go-to fragrance enthusiast who has been collecting fragrances over the last 5 years. Here on this channel we talk about all fragrances. It doesn't matter if it's niche, designer or Middle Eastern. The ultimate goal is just to smell good and feel good. I don't want to start every single video like this month went by so fast, but it is definitely the case for April. It had a relatively slow start, but when it started, then it did not want to end. A lot of things happened both in my personal and professional life, but I'm not going to bore you with these things, so let's talk perfumes. This month I also started creating my monthly fragrance trays again, and I went for a slightly tropical, fruity, floral vibe. If you missed that video, I will leave the link down below in the description. So well, the tray itself was, let's say, moderately successful. I cannot say that I wore every perfumes, but as I said, it was not necessarily a problem. So this month I wore fragrances 42 times. This means that I was wearing one perfume on most of the days, and of course I did not count when I touched up the same perfume halfway the day. But whenever I switched my scent, I added it to my tracker. So my most worn perfume was again Dua's Dreamcatcher, which is a dupe of Attrape Rêves from Louis Vuitton. And yes, the original is on its way to me. I have to say, I just could not get it out of my head. And if I tell you that I want to wear the same scent for 2 months straight, then I guess it means something. So, you will hear about it in my upcoming collective haul. I think I will post it very soon. But let's start with the categories. And the first category is the best everyday perfume. And honestly, I'm not sure if it is really considered as an everyday perfume, but I was really enjoying Tilia from Marc-Antoine Barrois. And I wore it on multiple days. I am really happy that I put it on the tray as it is just the perfect for this season. I always say that if you like the vibe of Margiela's Levant or Fleur Narcotique, then try to sample Tilia. This one is not the same, but somehow there is something similar in its DNA. So this perfume features a very beautiful linden blossom note, and it smells very golden, happy, very solar in a way. And what is great that you can wear it eventually for multiple occasions. I can see it as an everyday perfume in the spring and summer, but I can also imagine wearing it, for example, to a wedding as a guest, or maybe even to more formal occasions. And one more thing, the best part of this perfume that it is also relatively strong and long-lasting. Usually it sticks around for an entire day and I don't even need to respray it during the day. So let's move on to the next category, the best special occasion scent. And I think in one of my videos I already mentioned that I went out to a terrace earlier this month and I wore Guidance from Amouage. Well, I think I don't need to really introduce Guidance to anyone. Or if I have to, then please tell me where you have been and how come that you have never heard of it. Really, just let me know in the comments. But joke aside, it is a nuclear creation from Quentin Bish, who was in this case playing with rose, sandalwood, hazelnut and amber, also plus with some spices and flowers around. It is a very thick, full-bodied fragrance that you either hate or love. I wore it outdoors as we were mainly sitting outside and it was beautiful. It was projecting very strong for about 2 hours, but after that it luckily calmed down and didn't disturb me while we were drinking and also eating. As Sometimes these very strong, thick perfumes can really become disturbing during lunch and dinner. Not sure if you have the same, but I had it once that I was eating a spicy tomato soup while I was wearing Baccarat Rouge 540, and it literally made me sick. But, anyways, so guidance was behaving very well, and as I said, I was very much enjoying its sillage. Okay, so to the next one, which will be the best office wear. Now, this month I have been sampling Blue Talisman from ex Nihilo, and eventually I am currently sampling multiple of ex Nihilo fragrances, but Blue Talisman is just the standout. I also got this nice 7.5 ml travel size from a colleague of mine who is also into perfumes. So eventually I had the chance to wear it multiple times already. And I just love it. I tried now both the EDP and the extrait version, and I have to say that I'm gravitating towards the EDP much more. At least now, because we have some warmer sunny days, and I feel it shines nicer in warm weather. It is very fruity, musky, with a very prominent pear note, also with some ginger in the top. It is fresh, airy, but still nicely projecting and quite long lasting. However, I have to mention that this scent is that kind of perfume that often plays that peekaboo with me. Sometimes I went nose blind to it, and sometimes it came back even stronger than before. But putting aside this, which can happen to any perfumes, especially with ambroxan in it, I have been really enjoying this scent to the office. Okay, moving on to the next category, which is the best rediscovery of the month. Well, I could have put Tilia here as well, but since I already mentioned it, let's roll with Morning Muscs from Alexandre J. And yeah, oh my god, it is just perfection for spring. It is a very modern chypre perfume with peach and toffee and some citruses in the top. And then we have rose, violet, and patchouli in the mid, and then musk and moss in the base. It is sweet, fruity, but that musky, mossy base makes it very special. Whenever I smell it, I imagine something like a deep rose gold, amber, syrupy texture around me, which likely will not make any sense. But with this perfume, somehow I have a very strong synesthesia. I don't know. But this one, yeah, it's just perfect. Anyway, so it also has a very good lasting power. I think I only resprayed it during the day because I really wanted to experience the opening again. But to be honest, you don't even need to touch it up. I absolutely recommend this one, and the best thing is that I think this one usually pops up on discount websites quite frequently. Okay, I don't want to be too negative, but this month I had one perfume that was a letdown. So, the biggest disappointment of the month was Chasing Sunsets from Maison Margiela. Everyone said that it smells like mango sticky rice. But first of all, I could barely smell the fragrance. Once that initial burst faded away, it immediately became a very faint skin scent. The mango was very short lived, and then it transformed into a slightly beachy, sandalwoody scent. No mango sticky rice, and eventually barely any scent after an hour or so. I was bummed as I really love mango accords in perfumes, but this was just not it. Don't blind buy it, go and try it or sample it, and please let us know in the comments how it worked for you. But now let's continue with the most fun category, the best blind buy of the month. And yes, I always say that you should sample. And hey, I'm doing it now more and more. We just had a quite extensive Amouage session a few days ago. By the way, if you missed that video, I will link that one also down below in the description. So, I'm doing well. But when I saw the newish Micallef Purple Love perfume on a heavy discount, I just added it to cart. I did not even think twice. So, first of all, tell me why I have not heard about this perfume before. Why no one is talking about it? Okay, so eventually I think I know, because it is not really the season for this anymore. So this is a very thick, heavy floral gourmand. It is mega sweet, slightly citrusy, but with a lot of yellow flowers. I think it is ylang ylang, and it has also chocolate, almond, and vanilla. And the ylang ylang here is a tad bit stinky, but in a good way. And the chocolate is very nicely blended in the ylang ylang and the orange blossom. This is going to be beautiful in fall and winter. But I will tell you that it is not going to be blind buy safe for anyone. I think I just got lucky, but I can really imagine that some would absolutely hate this scent profile. So test it first. Okay, the next category is also something that I added since last month. So the best perfume I have been sampling. Well, as I mentioned, Blue Talisman is a great hit in this month, but I have been sampling another really nice one. Unfortunately, this is not going to be too gentle to my wallet, but I managed to get a sample of another Louis Vuitton perfume, and this one is eLVes. And yeah, this one is another beautiful creation as part of their line. It has the notes of centifolia rose, lily of the valley, patchouli, and ambroxan. And honestly, I really cannot wrap my head around Louis Vuitton and their DNA. I don't get what makes their perfumes really, really sensual and disalluring. But this one creates that exactly same DNA as Attrape Rêves or Spell on You as well. Airy, feminine, but still sweet, strong, and something that makes an impression once you enter the room. I also have to add it in here that I think I know why I really enjoy the rose here. It has that similar rose as, for example, a Rose Star from Dior or the discontinued Mon Parfum Crystal from Micallef. This one is, however, a little bit airier and still slightly different, so bear in mind that I'm only referring to the rose itself in it. It is lush, juicy, fresh, but maybe a little bit less playful than something like the Lina. I have to say I may get a full bottle of this one as well, but I will hold on as Attrape Rêves already broke the bank here. And lastly, to close this video, my favorite layering combination of the month. Well, this month was hard because I don't layer that much. But still, I think I have one which was a fun one. So I layered Dua's Dreamcatcher with Lattafa's Body Al Oud Sublime. This is the appley one. Or if you want to hear the bougie version, then layer Attrape Rêves with Eden Juicy Apple. And I just loved it. That red apple note goes perfectly with the rose of Attrape Rêves or Dreamcatcher, and both have a lychee note, and they both are fresh, uplifting, sweet, and they just complemented each other beautifully. If you have either the dupes or the originals, try this combo and let me know if you liked it. And as always, if you have any good layering combinations that you would like to share, then please do so in the comments. I am not that creative, so I'm always looking for new ideas. And with this, we reach the end of this video. How was your month? Did you have any new fragrance finds, or did you revisit some old favorites? Please share them down below in the comments. Also, don't forget to support me by liking and sharing this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.